Last time we just ended the DLC. We could probably sell one of these. um, I'm keeping the light shining in the darkness and the 35 auto pistol because they're not the same really. They are, but they aren't. They are just using the same ammunition type. Mm. 65 cherry bombs. I don't think I had 65 cave fungus. Compliance regulator. Critical strike paralysis. The problem is that it's a paralysis on a critical strike. You could start a fight that way. Get a critical strike, sneak attack critical. Then you'd have 10 seconds free time to have your way with the target. I'm not leaving the weapon here. I want to test that. See if I can basically do a critical, get them to be paralyzed, then go right next to them and shove a pistol in their mouth and blow their brains out. I'm using the weapon trunk as an armor trunk. We're not going to be having that many extra armors here. Maybe like 3 or 4 sets overall. Keep in mind that we have to, most of them have to be light armors if we're interested in them. Yeah, we need to do this now. Although also, I now know what I'm going to do next. We are lacking companions, aren't we? So we can go and pick some new ones. Then we've met one. And I suddenly remember where we could get 3 more. I'm not quite sure what's exactly involved in getting them, but I do know where we can get them. At least get started on getting them. The only one we know at the moment is Veronica. She's a member of Brotherhood of Steel. She's brave. That it's. Oh no, we'll just dump some ammo. I think I'll give up the 12.7 millimeter pistol for one moment. It's not that it's fudge. I can't do that either. There's the 45 automatic pistol. There's no ammunition to it. Is there? We'll need to learn how to make it if we can. If we can't make it, it basically means we can use the ammunition we have, and then we have nothing. And I can't see that being the case. That would be, you'd have to be. That's such a level of fudge up that I can't see a maker of a game like this making that kind of mistake. You have to have a continued ability to make more. We could use the missile launcher, at least in theory. We probably should take it. High explosives, high velocity. I think the 7 missiles are good enough. That should be. Okay, our current weight is 202. No, didn't we have a missile launcher? I'm pretty sure we had a missile. No, I dumped them in a separate container, didn't I? We are not taking the 9mm pistol anymore. Plastic explosives. Camera though. I'll take the knife. Food. Human flesh. Okay, missile launcher only weighs 10 now. So it's an acceptable weapon to take. And that is it. We'll have to take some plastic explosives at least. And I don't think we need the business wear anymore. We can dump some of the equipment here. See if we can make something first. Yeah, we can make the efficient version of this. Yes. Missiles to rockets. I don't have a rocket launcher. Tin grenades. They're not good enough to. They're just a waste of goddamn time. I'm putting the cave fungus in the workbench because it might be a item usable for survival crafting. I don't know. Duct tape. Could we make... We probably could make nuclear grenades at this point. I need to check up on that. "24 purified water." Yeah, we're not gonna carry around with 24 purified water. We're gonna get new ones anyway, so... Salt upon wounds power feast, we need to dump that too. What do we need for a nuclear grenade? Abraxo, turpentine. What? Nuclear grenade. Abraxo, quartz, tin can, turpentine. Quartz. Abraxo. Tin can. Turpentine. Yes. It explodes like an extremely heavy mine. Okay, shining in the darkness. So no, you are going to be our stealthy weapon, so you're number 1. You're number 3. You're number 7. You're number 4. Six will be missile launcher, 5 will be some kind of thrown grenade. We'll probably use the microfusion cell grenades as our standard grenades. They're basically the same as the team grenades, but they're much more easier to make and use. You just need microfusion cells and that's all. We need to dump something here though. Souls in the wounds. Harvest. Okay, we're good to continue.
High roller, sweet.
Yeah.
Casino floor.
We should be able to get at least one companion. I know we had 2 earlier, but one of them wasn't a proper one. It was sort of an Eddie. The robot. It's not quite the same. I'm not 100% certain. I think you only can have one sort of a human companion like that. So we'll go and get Veronica right now. I'm sure we'll have a long and fruitful companionship with a melee user.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
No, I couldn't. I'm ready to travel.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I asked you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them.
Oh!
I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Veronica, subtlety is not Veronica's strong point. Okay, let's... Yeah, I'm more comfortable now that I know that you had some training.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh? A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
A dress? Sure, baby. Oh, there it is. Wondering what weapons is she gonna use. But you don't have an armor, do you? You have a clothing. That's a bit unhealthy thing to wear when you try to go into punching range. For no particular reason, I think this is the correct time to talk to her.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people out here. We're like an urban myth, no real presence on the outside. We just don't adapt like we should. Used to be that all you needed to get your way was a suit of power armor and a laser rifle. Now, people are armed and organized. They're not afraid. But we still stick to our old approach because it's all we know.
Nope. The Brotherhood is living in the past. Eventually, they'll have to change.
I think you're right. We're getting desperate. Hardly enough people to sustain ourselves as a chapter. They'll see the light, sooner or later. But I get the feeling if I don't take matters into my own hands, the change won't come in time to make a difference.
Hey, she's a crafter.
Step into my office.
Good, good. Ammunition. No, it's a working bench. We need to find out what we need to make the 45 automatic ammunition. Tell me about yourself. Better to get to know her now, before it's too late.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
Hey. How can I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah, I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two. My favorite subject.
What are your goals?
I want a dress.
Dress?
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
You want a nice dress.
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies before the war, they knew what they were doing. Can I make it up?
Well, they at least look feminine, I'll agree with that. That kind of potato bag you cover yourself with, that looks pretty terrible. It looks like a disguise. No one actually wears this sort of crap anymore. Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway, but Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How's that different?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How is that different from any other elder?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever tried to talk sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it... I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world. Make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Exciting. Exciting stuff.
Like what?
Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from... something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time. Like what?
Ever been in love?
Ever been nosy?
Yes.
I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
So what happened?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
Well, it sort of makes sense. You don't have to be married to the guy, but if you don't procreate, your organization is fudged. So why didn't you go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
Are you well respected among other members of the Brotherhood?
If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes. Like...
Is there some place you wanted me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work. Let's.
Okay, that's Veronica. We need an armor for her. I don't have any ideas how we would get a good one for her, something that I would be glad to give up. So, what's your hit point count? 270. She needs an armor. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Gunrunners, then we're going to go to Camp McCairn. We need to dump some of our equipment. Check what we need for the 45 automatic ammunition. .45 case, lead, pistol powder, primer for a large pistol, and that's it. We can. I think we're missing lead.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
Yes.
I am ready to process our...
Oh, thank God, they're selling the ammunition. This vendor has 8,000 caps. I think we can increase our own caps quite significantly here. Don't have all that much to sell though. And I forgot to dump the purified water. Only about 2,000 caps worth of stuff. I'll buy all the plus P ammunition for the 45 automatic. Little extra penetration damage. Hollow points might work on some opponents, but the problem is I'm not quite sure what. Because just because the guy doesn't have armor, doesn't mean he doesn't take damage reduction values. So it's hard to say beforehand if it will work or not. Laser sight. None of this is for the pistol. SMG. Yeah, I want more ammunition for this. There's no way we can afford combat armor. Just have to find something somewhere. I think we can get a fat man. Problem is we can't get the little boy kit. I want to test the Hive missile. But we'll get pistol primers. Is that it? That is it. Goodbye.
Come back and see us again soon.
Yeah, we're missing a lead. We could get about 127 more ammunition. We're missing tons and tons of lead. Anyway. We could get implants too, not now. We'll go visit Camp McCarran, the headquarters of the New California Republic in the Nevada desert. Mojave Desert, I guess. Nevada is the area, but Mojave is the name of the desert. What is this? This sort of a city. Greenhouse door. Greenhouse. It's a farm. Pinto beans. Radiation-free water, and wonder if there's a shovel here somewhere. We're still missing the goddamn shovel. Maybe we could have found it a long time ago, but I honestly don't recall seeing one. I haven't exactly been going out of my way to look for one either, but still. Greenhouse door to greenhouse. Locked. Why is it locked? It's a greenhouse. Honey mesquite. Rake. Yeah, I've seen tons of rakes, but no shovels. Sharecropper barracks. So these are the sharecropper farms. There has to be a quest giver somewhere here. So we've done the quest you gained from this place. Sneaking manual. I'm taking scrap metal. I think you can turn it to lead.
I'm glad. Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere.
Yes, give it to me.
Well, crops aren't doing so well. I'm thinking it might be something in the water. The pump station is pretty run down. You could go take a look around the place, see if you find anything strange going on. What do you say?
I'll check it out.
Thanks. That's great. I should get back to work now. See you around.
He admitted that there is a shovel around here.
Sorry, I don't have time to talk right now. Talk to Trent. He might be able to help you out.
The maize is doing well in this soil.
Hmm. Who's Trent? Are you Trent?
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
Why are these fields being guarded?
A lot of the crops grown here support the various NCR camps in the region. McCarran, Goff, and Forlorn Hope, to name a few. We can't have wastelanders popping in here for a free meal, so my squad and I are assigned to keep things from going to hell.
Can you tell me anything about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake. Carry on.
Yep. You'll want my shovel. Shovel! Shovel! No shovel for us. This game sucks. Maybe some kind of a general store. We've been visiting quite a lot of weapon shops, weapon stores. Not exactly surprised they aren't selling shovels. Although shovel is probably an excellent combat weapon. Sledgehammer. Shovel. Now we are every grave that we'll encounter, we can dig it up. I don't think that'll amount to much in reality. Few items here and there, but it's the thought that counts.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
You work the fields.
Sure do. Came from the hub on account of the Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
Now what's the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
So why is this work a bum deal?
Bad soil and rationed water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's off. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
What are the NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal, the Thaler Act. We work the fields while they protect the crops and the water. A lot of folks come to New Vegas and lose everything in free side of the Strip. They get hungry, desperate, and try to take our hard work. Much as I sympathize, their theft would put me in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco.
Some tasty tobacco.
Can do. Adios.
Do you have any quests, active quests we could use? No. We'll do that. Classic inspiration. Yeah, it'll put us all over the map. Need to go to McCarran anyway for this. Well, the important thing is that we now have a shovel. Yeah, this is a genuine farming area. There's nothing of really interest here. As well, drink here. Carry water, but use native sources of water if you can. And we need an armor for you. Anything will do, really. Later. Yeah.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately? What's up? Hey.
Go to Camp Karen.
I'm not sure you should be here.
I'm not sure either. Might as well be here though.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
Why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends.
Damn right they were. They were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
Yeah, how long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
Okay, you worked a lot of different trades.
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
Okay. What are you going to do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Why did you quit the trade?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Yeah, spray caravan.
Alright, let's see what you got.
146. I don't think so.
Yep, I'm still here. Shit, I got nothing better to do, right?
Yeah. I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit. Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Sure, little buster. Sure.
Evening.
Who I need to talk to in here? You?
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Yeah, interesting rifle you have. Never action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Hey, have you always been with the First Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So how did you manage to escape Malpay?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
I'm Bitter Root, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
An unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I really don't know. Come on, Sergeant. You can tell me.
No. What's it matter to you? Why does everybody care so much about other people's business? Just leave it lie, and leave me be. Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about?
How long have you been with the First Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Where can I find some work around here?
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my... father. Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
Your father is your commanding officer.
Yeah, look. He's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. And I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Not too friendly, are you?
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me, I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. Alright, goodbye.
I don't think we've even encountered fiends at it. No, I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Hey there, miss. Ten of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
Where did you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
When did you enlist?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
So what do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way. Yeah, I'll see you around. Evening.
Corporal Betsy.
Hey, girl. You need something from me?
Yeah. You see any serious combat here?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about conscience in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
Oh, you're a sniper.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
Yeah, I didn't know all snipers wear shades.
They don't. Only the good ones do. My partner's got some potential, so I let him wear those goofy glasses. I tell him they're his training shades, he totally buys it. Truth is, his eyes just suck.
Who's your partner?
The little guy. 10 of spades. I like him because he listens. Doesn't shut up the rest of the time, but when I talk, he listens. Also, he doesn't pull any stupid come-ons, like practically every other horn dog alpha male on this base. Might be he's just scared of me, though.
So, snipers work in pairs.
Yeah. We spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Usually works pretty well, unless you get paired up with an asshole. Thing is, there's a lot of assholes in the army. I keep hoping they'll pair me up with some hot blonde like you see on those old pinups. Shit, I don't even care if she can shoot straight. Can't have everything.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
No, it doesn't.
Evening. I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
What the hell is wrong with your lips? Bit on the pale side. Okay, tell me about 1st Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What happened? Okay. What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
Yeah, I can convince her to get medical help, sure.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
Yeah, what about Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR Ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a Ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon.
Does the NCR usually offer bounties?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military. We're the finest. Carry on.
Okay, where's the guy who can give us the goddamn bounties? Is it you? You the bounty guy? No. You. Are you the bounty guy? No. How do we know the bounty guy? Yeah, it has to be that badass.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked up earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Yes, it does.
Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Let's start with Cook.
One thing I should tell you about Cook. Piece of shit is pure animal. He raped one of my snipers, and that makes this personal. Also, he's got a flamethrower, and he's damn good with it. From what I hear, he either rapes or burns every living thing he gets his hands on. Only one man's gotten close to killing him, and that's Little Buster. So he says, anyway. Maybe it's bullshit, but I'd still ask him about it.
Okay. You told me about Little Buster.
Bounty hunter. Talks big. But he's still alive, so he can't be completely full of shit. I think he's out in the yard, waiting to claim a couple bounties.
Anything else?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
So, no headshots. That's not quite true, I think. But the head cannot be separated from the body when we kill it, so we can't really use explosives either. I'm gonna have to go with the pistol. Okay, you were at Bitter Springs, I'm told.
Yeah, I was there. I was Captain Daughtry then. That whole situation was a mess and could easily have been avoided with good intel. The major in charge at the time made a bad call. He thought Bitter Springs was full of Great Khan raiders, so we surrounded the place. By the time any of us realized there were civilians down there, women and children, shooting had already started. The major froze up at the news, and we couldn't get another word out of him. I took over and salvaged the situation as best I could. For my effort, I was promoted to major. Not quite the way I'd have wanted it.
That explains it. Okay. Can you tell me anything about the Great Khans?
We know they supply the Fiends with illegal chems, but they never stick around in NCR territory for long. They know the land and move quick. There's talk from time to time about taking out their base at Red Rock Canyon, but nothing ever comes of it. The Great Khans are tough fighters. If we ever did go up against them on their home turf, we'd win. The casualties would be high.
Okay, now we know where the Great Khans are located. That is good. We want to visit there too. I heard you're Bitterroot's father.
Adoptive father, yes. I was very proud when he made first recon. I know that every time I send them out, I could be sending him to his death. But if it's not me, it'll be somebody else. At least this way I get one more chance to see him.
Trouble with fiends?
Damn right I am. And I'm paying bounties. Right.
Okay. We'll talk again to him about Cook and then we're off. No. I haven't actually even entered the base yet. Airport. This is a fairly large place.
Yep, I'm still here. Shit, I got nothing better to do, right?
Yeah. Tell me about Cook.
The rapist with the flamethrower? Yeah, that's a combination I stay the fuck away from. I was stalking him for a while. Real good at that. Watching people from where they can't see me, you know? Only one thing I learned about that asshole. Keeps a bunch of Brahmins. Most of them he roasts whenever he feels like it. But there's one. Must be his pet or some shit. Doesn't let anybody near that Brahmin. Somebody puts a bullet in her, I bet that'd piss him off good. Might make him careless, too. Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Okay. If we kill his favorite cow, he'll go berserk. Start attacking everyone. There are a lot of tames here, but I don't think there's all that many people to talk to. First Recon is probably the only one. These are sleeping quarters. Supplies, things like that. Come on. But it can't be that one. Yeah, it's same. Redhead? Jones. I transferred that redhead you liked over to administration. You'll be sitting next to her all day, so don't come crying to me if you can't get her in your bunk. Oh, and you owe me big time for this favor. I'll let you know when I think of something. Reminder. All personnel must secure their terminals before leaving their posts. We don't need another situation like the one Private Crenshaw created last week. Hi there. What's up, Jones? Crenshaw here. So you've got your eye on that pretty redhead, huh? I'll be sure to fill her in on your farting properly, seeing as how you are queer buddies and all. Yes, you didn't secure your thermal very well. Use a better password next time. Well, it was a very easy hack, so... Are you someone special? No. I think there might be interesting items here and there. Certainly, like this medical storehouse, but not a lot of things we could really talk to. Welding gun. Too bad we can't use that. Might be hilarious. Although I think that I recall there being somewhat of a something similar if you're interested in welding people to death. But it's not something as mundane as a welding gun, it's something like it's a thermic lance. That's what it is. Goes through any type of armor like it's nothing.